Finally, after this crazy, dramatic back roads speeding, ride where I really was certain I was going to just like meet my maker, and they're making all these threats about, they're gonna get my husband fired, they're gonna fire me, like they're gonna make my life miserable. I also knew that I needed my job because we were in an apartment, like a contract, like a lease with them. He really felt like they had the upper hand in this. They just were just making all kinds of threats. They like pull up to my apartment building, and the owner gets out, pulls open she opens the door because the child locks were on, and I immediately start to get out, and they take a wad of cash and throw it at me, and they both look at me and smile and go, "Good luck filing for unemployment and proving that you ever worked here." I immediately went into my apartment, locked my door, put a chair underneath the doorknob, shut all the blinds, and I called my mom. I called the groomer to let her know what happened. Both agreed that calling the police was not an option because these two people knew people and were related to and best friends with people that were in the local police department and in the local sheriff's office. And I will say this, the owner was extremely flirty. Like, she was an extremely flirty woman, and she also made it very clear she hated her husband. Like, she had great disdain for him, and she always commented on like how ugly she thought his body was and his face and his hair, and she just joked him all the time, like openly to all of the employees. So she was always really flirty with people in power. So like if a cop ever came in, especially if animal control ever came in, she was like crazy flirty with them. So she knew everybody, and they had been in business for years, and they just had everybody in their back pocket. And I was terrified. They really made it sound like they were about to ruin me and my husband's entire lives. I never reported it. I never called anybody. Years later, me and a couple of the girls, like 5 employees, we all got together and had a meeting at the groomer's house. And we all agreed we were going to go to animal control and tell them about the bites, the unreported bites, her giving like people medicine to the dogs, all this stuff. They said they would do an investigation. They said they did, and they found nothing. And that's absolutely, there's no way that they found nothing, because if they had even checked in with one former employee, they would know. They would hear horrendous, like not only like abusive boss stories, but like harassment, bullying, animal neglect, just probably like money laundering. I'm sure. I don't know. I guarantee you that the reason that the animal control stuff never went through is because they knew people. They knew people. They know people. And come to find out, when me and the groomer really caught up about these things and talked about them, she knew that these people, they have moved around several times and changed their names and changed the names of their businesses. So they're still out there, and they're still out there. They are still insane. And